Good morning. Yes, when I was working, I've always feel like I want to be my own boss. I really don't like to work for others. That's what I thought at the time. I just want to feel the freedom of working on my own. I don't like to punch card. Once I had a fight with a clerk at university because she told me that I came late that day. So that's it. I thought I wanted to quit my job. I just want to be my own boss. I would say I don't quite enjoy working. I used to dream I'm owning a company one day. So at nearly 40, I think at 38, I quit my job and I jumped into business together with a friend, but I'm more like a salesman for that company. I sell design. So that's how I started being involved in business, and I wasn't that entrepreneurial. I'm more like a salesperson, and I think that's what we started into entrepreneurship. Well, it's interesting because I'm not sure I'm an interesting person, but I'm quite a funny guy. I have interest in reading books. I've got some hobbies I like, such as playing games, like Microsoft Flight Simulator. I like Star Wars. Anything to do with Star Wars, I would just be engrossed in it. That's a fun side, I suppose. Apart from that, I'm just probably quite a boring person. Right. I think I have been in sales for much too long, and then I thought, why can't I sell something that I designed, my own products or something like that. So I thought I can start a business. So when I started a business, things were pretty easy in those days. I'm selling things online. Just use Facebook for my advertisement, and I started to grow the business from there together with my sister and my wife. And then eventually it grew, and that was lucky because in those days people like to buy food products online. When 20 came, our sales starts to drop because we couldn't do selling anymore. I know we can sell online, but most of our teams are actually agents. So these agents can't move about anymore. So therefore, I have to do some pivoting, and that's when I feel the challenge. And I never realized that doing selling is just a small part of entrepreneurship. I know it's important to sell, but there are a lot of other things that I have to handle as an entrepreneur, such as the operations, the processes involved, and the people. In those days when we have got good revenue coming in, we just hire any Tom, Dick and Harry, for example, to work for us. But when the money is not in, when the money is not coming in, then I thought we have to retain the few that we have. And then I realized that it's not easy to manage less than 10 people. I just couldn't handle managing people. We have to learn some skills of, I need to learn a few more skills, to handle people. And suddenly I feel that the product itself is insufficient, for us to move ahead. I think we need to have a good product to sell, and then I start to think about why can't I do something, why can't I design my own product or system. That's when I started to use the system that we have, and we try to iterate, we try to improve the system, and I'm going to sell the system, services, and products. So it's kind of 3-in-1, if you like. So that's how I came about as an entrepreneur. Was that the question? Right, I know my age is pretty, senior, but I've always have this energy, okay? I feel like I'm very energized and very enthusiastic about meeting people and stuff like that. Right, I think I feel that I haven't tried my creativity yet. I think I'm not achieving my fullest capacity. I think I can do more. Therefore, I feel like I'm able to contribute. I'm able to design something. I'm thinking about the product itself. I'm willing to struggle to face the risk because I want to try to produce something. I want to try to make my company to become successful. I want to learn a lot about how to be able to come up with the products that is helping others, for example. Okay, so I'm willing to take the risk along that line. I'm very enthusiastic about life. I'm enthusiastic about selling products that I design. I'm very happy about meeting people, and I feel I've got this knowledge or this capacity to help others, and therefore I feel enthusiastic and energized when I can help others. So therefore, doing entrepreneurship for me is a must, and in fact, it makes me thinking all the time, about how to solve problems. And that actually makes me excited to get up in the morning. I know it's very challenging. Sometimes I face challenges. Sometimes there are days that I'm actually feeling low. Nevertheless, every morning I will just recharge my battery, and after prayer I will just sit quietly, and I'm trying to figure out what I can do for the rest of the day. So that's my habitual since my younger days. I've been reading a lot, and I think with the knowledge that I have, I thought I can contribute to the world. So that's the answer. That's interesting. I think I started a bit late. I started to do my own business, my own things. I quit my job at 38. I think I should have done it a bit earlier. I kind of regret that. But nevertheless, my message to the young people is that it's probably better for you to start business early in Malaysia, because if you work, the salary is going to be low anyway. So there's no harm in actually trying to become an entrepreneur. You never know your luck. So if you don't try, you never know. I feel like it's very important for the young people to actually involve in entrepreneurship. And for the old senior like me, if you've got time, why not? You start to be involved in business. There's so much things to learn, and I never know what I didn't know, if I didn't involve in business before. So I think I really enjoy the life of entrepreneurship. Nevertheless, it's high risk. However, there are something I always gain every day. I learn a lot of things every day, and that's the thing that makes my brain to be alert. I think there's some friends at my age who are retired. I mean, they are really they kind of envious of what I'm trying to do and what I've done. Because they just relax at retirement age and they just go around they just go for holidays and stuff. I do get some holidays sometimes, but I feel like it's more energizing to be involved in entrepreneurship. That's all I can say. Thank you.